So we're going to start in a seated position. So coming into your seated position. Now, if you find when you sit down cross-legged doesn't work for you, you could put a block or cushion underneath your bum to lift you up a little higher, and that helps to lower down the knees as well. You could have your legs out in front and bent straight. You could be leaning against the sofa, or you could even be lying on your back just for this beginning of becoming aware now of this moment, of this time here on your mat. Allowing the eyes to comfortably close if you were comfortable with that. Otherwise, taking your gaze to a fixed point. Awareness of the contact of the body down on the surface beneath you. Awareness to the breath flowing in and out of the body. And allowing that breath to deepen. So as you exhale, draw navel toward the spine. And inhale, allowing the belly to expand wide like a big balloon. Exhale fully, navel toward the spine. And inhaling, belly expanding wide like a big balloon. And then seeing if you can allow that breath to move up through the body, so 3-part breathing. So exhale, navel toward the spine. And inhale as the belly, ribs, and chest expand. And exhale, releasing from the chest, ribs, and belly. Inhaling, expanding, belly, ribs, and chest. And exhale, releasing, chest, ribs, and belly. Inhaling, and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. And then allowing the breath to return to its usual pace. And taking a moment to think of your intention for the class today. Perhaps it's to relax. Perhaps it's to be kind to ourselves. Today's session will be focusing on ahimsa, non-violence. But you might have something else that you want to focus on as well. And then gently opening the eyes. So we're going to do some eye movements. So if you're not comfortable seated, you can lie down on your back. You could be standing for this if you prefer. So we're going to take our thumb out in front of us and the arm extended. And you don't have to have the arm out in front if you don't. You can just do the eyes, but it's a good focus for you. So taking the gaze to the thumb and then beyond the thumb. To the thumb and then beyond the thumb. To the thumb and then beyond the thumb. And then back to the thumb. And then rising the thumb up to 12 o'clock on a clock. So you're keeping your gaze on the thumb as the hand moves to 1. Now, if your arm aches, you can lose the arm and just do your just do your eyes. And then to 2 o'clock, 3, 4, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. The head stays steady. 7 is just the eyes. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then one more full circle. Nice and smooth with the eyes, no strain. The eyes get tired, close them for a moment, then reopen. When you get back to 12 o'clock, bring the thumb back to center in front of your nose. Release the hand down, close the eyes. Take a breath in and a breath out. Breath in and a breath out. You can either use the same hand or you can come now to the other hand, just in front of the nose. And then taking the thumb up to 12 o'clock, we're going to go anti-clockwise. 11, 10, just the eyes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 12, and once more around. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 12, center just in front of the nose, and release down, close the eyes, breath in, and breath out. Breath in, and breath out. Bring the hands together, rubbing to create heat. And when there's warmth, placing the hands over the eyes and allowing the head to gently drop into the hands, resting in the warmth and darkness. Then gently rise the head back up, gliding the fingertips across the forehead sideways. And the other hand, so from side to side. Good, then with your hands, take your thumb and forefingers, and then one at the top of the eyebrow, one at the bottom, gently squeeze, and very slowly come across your eyebrows. We'll do that 3 times. And once more. And then with your forefinger, middle finger, and maybe the next finger also, circling around at the temples. So circling the temples. Then lower the hands down slightly just in front of the ears. Open and close your jaw and try to get to the bit where the jaw moves, and then circling that part. And maybe even open and close the jaw as you massage. See where any tension is. And moving to the lobes of the ears, gently squeezing, pulling on the lobes of the ears very gently. The tops of the ears. Got my thumbs and forefingers again. This gentle squeeze and pulling down the outside of the ears. And then in the inside of the ears. So the ears, like in reflexology, the feet relate to different parts of your body. The same with your ears. So massaging your ears is like giving yourself a full body massage. So the insides of the ears, the backs of the ears, particularly where the ears connect to the head, be quite relaxing. And then just at the top of the lip, just dragging slowly across that one and the other. One and the other with your tip of the, with your forefinger, side of the forefinger. And then lower down on your jaw on the sides, give a little circle with the tips of the fingers. And then lifting the head up, kind of making a duck hand. And down the neck, nice and gentle. And then taking your hands to your shoulders, give a little squeeze and release, or if you prefer, little massage circles. And then the neck, squeeze one hand and the other. And releasing. And coming up to standing. So a great way to get rid of stress and tension is by shaping out the body. So we'll start with our hand, shaping one hand, then shaping up to the elbow, shaping up to the shoulder. You can do this gently, you can do it faster, slower, see what works for you and your body. It's what yoga's about. We're always listening in, tuning in, seeing what works for us, and then switching to the other hand, the wrist, to the elbow, up to the shoulder. And maybe both together. Begin to lift the shoulders up and down as well. Then we can keep the arms going, or we could rest for a moment with the arms and just do one leg. And then the other leg. And if the body's okay with it, my body doesn't really like it too much, you can give a little gentle bounce and shake. So I tend to just do one leg and the other, because that works better for me and my body. And you can even have a little dance up and down your mat if you wanted. You could bring the arms up and down. Just getting rid of all that stagnant energy around. Great exercise to do if you're feeling tired, or even if you're feeling that you've got 100 tasks to do, you don't know which one to do first, sort of shake it out. Let's see if we can go a little faster, maybe a little jog on our feet. Remember, we're just doing what we can, our bodies, shaking, shaking, shaking. Maybe the head gives a little wobble even. Really just thinking about getting rid of any tension and letting go. And then releasing when you're ready. Allowing the eyes to close if you're happy without gaze to a fixed point. Awareness to the body, to the breath. Awareness to any sensations in the hand. You might feel some tingling or some heat. And then gently opening the eyes. We're going to roll through our shoulders, so both shoulders lift, roll back and release. If that feels okay, maybe elbow rolls, or maybe full circles with the arms. Inhaling as you cross in front, and exhaling as you release behind. Remember, we're being kind to ourselves today, non-violence, practicing non-violence. So ask your body what it needs. Let your body guide you. Last one. Good. And then coming to the front of your mat. Now, if you know you've got tight back to the legs, I would come with feet wider, otherwise they can be together or hip distance apart. Bend your knees, take your hands to your waist, draw the stomach in, and hinge forward gently from the hips. Now, if you feel you need extra support, you can take the hands to the thighs. And you can rest here for a few breaths and then come back up. If you feel you can come down deeper, you can allow the hands to come down toward the shins or even toward the floor. But our aim here is to have a nice long back. And then draw the stomach in as you rise back up. Inhale as you reach your arms up toward the sky, palms towards one another. Exhale as you release the arms back down. Draw the stomach in, bend the knees, hinging forward from the hips. Now, if you can't come any lower, take the left foot back here and drop the knee down. If you can come lower, take the hands toward the floor, framing the feet if you can, bend your knees deeper and taking the left foot back. So you've either got your hands on the mat or you've got your hand on the thigh. The front knee isn't going over the toes, so we're protecting through our knee here. From here, taking the right foot back, so we're on all fours, and we spread our hands wide. Draw the shoulders back, tuck in the chin slightly. The crown of the head is an extension of the spine. This is our neutral position. From here, press down into the hands, down into the knees, and allow the chin to tuck in toward the chest as you round through the back, drawing the stomach in. And then releasing back to neutral. So draw the stomach in, chin in towards the chest. Press down through the hands and the knees. And release. We'll take a few of those. If the back feels okay with it, when you come back to neutral, drop the belly down, arch through the back and lift the chin. If you've got any back issues, don't take much caution with this one. Be a little bit of a trigger. So we're pressing down into the hands, chin in towards the chest, and then we're arching. So this is cat and cow. And then back to neutral, stomach drawn in, buttocks toward the heels as we lower down into child's pose. If we can, our forehead drops down toward the floor as the arms extend out. If not, bend your elbows, taking hold of the opposite elbow, and allow your forehead to rest down onto the mat. Take a deep breath in and a long, slow breath out. Deep breath in and a long, slow breath out. Then rising back up onto all fours for a repeat of cat and cow. Or tuck your toes, press down through your hands, lifting up into downward dog. Bend your knees. Now remember, this is our first movement, so go nice and gentle. Give the head a little shake. From there, drop down onto your knees. And then everybody, if you're happy to, drop down onto your forearms. Extend one knee back and the other. And slowly lowering down onto the front of the body. Bring your hands underneath the shoulders and draw the elbows back, forehead is on the floor. Now this can be a really small movement. You can press down for your hands and just lift your nose off the floor and lower back down. Or you can press down through your hands, draw the elbows back, lift the hands off the floor, and the gaze lifts slightly. Be mindful of your back. If the back hurts, bring the feet apart, or just lift hardly off the floor. Exhale, release down. Press down through your hands again, back up onto your knees, and then sinking back down into child's pose, or coming up into downward dog. The downward dog, we press down through our hands, lift the knees off the floor. Our knees might stay bent, so we keep the back nice and long, or we might be able to straighten through the knees. Then drop back down onto your knees if you're in downward dog. Taking the left foot forward. Try to get the left knee in alignment with the ankle, not over the toe. So the easier way to come up, you tuck your back toe, hands to the thigh, come straight up to standing. Otherwise, we'll tuck our back toe, keep the hands on the floor, back foot joins the front, bend your knees if you need to reach the floor, draw the stomach in, hands to the waist, to the hips, wherever suits, draw the stomach in, and rising back up. Reach your arms up to the sky, palms towards one another, bring your hands back to your heart, and then release your palms facing forward. So we'll have another little go at that. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale as you reach your arms up. Exhale as you take your arms wide. Hands to the thighs, draw the stomach in, hinge forward from the hips. That might be enough. Your hands might reach your shins, they might reach the floor. If they're on the thighs, Taking the right foot back, drop the right knee down, stay high. If they're on the floor, bend your knees, right foot back, knee to the floor. Keep the hands on the floor and gaze forward slightly. Take a deep breath in and a long, slow breath out. Make sure the knee doesn't go over the toe. You don't want to strain the knee. Left foot back into cat and cow. Knees hip distance apart, hands shoulder width apart, chin towards the chest, rounding through the back. And then back into neutral, or if the back feels okay with it, drop the back down, so you arch through the back, lift the chin, draw the shoulders back toward the hips. Press down through the hands, chin in towards the chest, and then arch through the back, if that feels okay, chin lifts. Back to neutral, sinking down into child's pose, bum toward the heels, or tuck your toes, lift and lengthen through the buttocks as you come into downward dog. Head is released, there's no tension in the neck if you're in downward dog. If you can't reach your arms out in child's, remember, cross over the arms, forehead on the backs of the arms. Wherever you are, take a deep breath in and a long, slow breath out. Deep breath in and a long, slow breath out. Coming onto all fours, dropping down onto the forearms. Extend one leg back and the other, and with control lowering down onto the front of the body. Or any way, if you find it easier for you to come into this position. Forehead to the floor, elbows drawn back, hands underneath the shoulders. So you might just be you lift the nose off, or you might lift the nose off, rise up the head, neck and chest, draw the shoulders back, and perhaps lift the hands off the floor also. Make sure the back's okay with it. If you need to lower down slightly, draw the stomach in. Remember, we're being kind to our body, listen to our body, let our body be the guide. And exhale as you release your head back down toward the floor. Press down through your hands into child's pose, or tuck your toes into downward dog. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Back onto all fours. If you want the easier option, bring your hands toward the body, right foot forward, and then the left foot meets the right. Otherwise, right foot forward, hands stay on the floor, tuck the back toe, left foot joins the front. Release your head down, draw the stomach in, hands to the waist, and rise back up. Reach your arms up toward the heavens, hands back to your heart, palms towards one another, and release the hands facing forward. Take a deep breath in and a long, slow breath out. Deep breath in and a long, slow breath out. Into tree pose, which is a balance. So feel free to use a wall if you need to. Taking the weight into the right foot. Bending the left knee. And if your hip feels okay with it, allowing the knee to open out to the side. So this is our option one, the ball of the foot is on the floor. Option two, you lift the foot off the floor. So the toes are roughly touching your ankle. Or you could bring them up to the calf. If you've done more yoga, you might be able to bring your foot higher up, but this is usually enough for most people. So we're either holding on to something, or we can bring our hands to our heart center, palms facing one another. Gaze to a fixed point to help with the balance. Now either just hold this pose, or we can do some arm movements as well. So you turn your fingertips to face me, and then reach the arms out in front. Turn your palms to face the ceiling, and then opening the arms out to the side. Reach your arms up overhead toward one another, and then back to your heart center. So your fingertips turn to face away from you. Reach the arms forward. Turn your palms facing up, open the arms out to the side. Reach your arms up to the sky, then back to your heart. Release the arms down, draw the knee back to center. With control, lowering the foot back down, giving the legs a little shake. So coming on to the other side, so either your knees facing forward, or if the hip's okay with it, you take your knee out to the side. Toes are on the floor or lifted, or your foot is resting on the calf. Hands to the wall or to your heart center. If you want to join me in the movement, feel free. Fingertips facing forward, reach the arms out in front, straighten through the arms. Palms facing up as you extend the arms out to the side. Maybe just give a little squeeze here so the hands come behind you, stretching out through the shoulders. And then reach the arms up above the head, palms towards one another. Bring your hands back to your heart. Your fingertips face forward, reaching the arms out in front. Palms facing up, arms out to the side, squeeze slightly behind you, and then reach the arms up to the sky, and returning back to your heart. Release the arms down, draw the knee back to center, and release the leg, and give a little shake out. Taking the legs wide, we're looking for one of your leg lengths between the ankles. From here, taking the hands to the tops of the legs, and then hinging forward from the hips until you feel a stretch throughout the back of the leg. Now, if the body doesn't feel happy holding, especially with people with fibromyalgia, it's good to keep moving. Lift up, and then lower back down. If you feel you can stretch deeper, and the hands reach the floor, you can allow them to touch the floor. There's no competition here, remember. We're practicing a hinge and non-violence. If you had yoga blocks or something firm, so you could have that underneath your hands, like a firm stool, so you've got a bit of an aid there. Or you could even have your hands on the wall. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Draw the stomach in, bend the knees slightly, and rising back up to standing, giving one leg a shake and the other. Taking the hands behind the back of the body, taking hold of the wrist or the elbows. If you can't reach either, just have your hands behind. If you can go deeper than that, bring the palms together. And your fingertips are facing downwards. Draw the elbows back. And then if you can go deeper again, your fingertips face your spine, and then up toward the ceiling, palms towards one another. It took me years to be able to do this, so if you're just holding wrist or elbows, that's absolutely fine, as long as you're feeling a stretch in your shoulders for you. If you feel you're able to, we can close the eyes here and also work on our balance. Don't close the eyes if you feel you're going to wobble. Breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. Release the arms and rolling out through your shoulders. And coming onto the back of the body and lying down onto the back of the body for a lying twist. Reach your arms out into a T position. If you don't have space, you can interlace your hands behind the back of the neck. Or if you want a slightly different stretch for your shoulders, you can interlace the hands behind the back of the neck, allowing the elbows to drop down. Start with your feet on the floor and allow your knees to drop to the left and gaze to the right. If that feels too deep, allow your feet to go toward the end of the mat. If you need more stretch, bring your knees closer to your left elbow or come back to center. Lift your feet off the floor so your knees are closer to your chest, and then drop the knees to the left, gaze to the right. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Draw the stomach in and with control, coming back to center. And allow your knees to drop to the right, gaze to the left. Now again, if the body doesn't feel happy holding this, you can just come back to center and into a twist again. You can make it easier by extending your feet toward the end of the mat. Breath in and breath out. In and out. Then draw the knees back to center, release the arms, extend one leg long and the other. Allow the body now to relax. Allow the toes to drop toward the edges of your mat. Or if the back needs extra support, allow the knees to bend and your knees drop into one another. And allow the whole of the body now to surrender down deeply into the earth beneath you. And popping on any extra layers if you want them. Making any adjustments, be as comfortable as you can. Maybe popping a cushion underneath the head. Allowing the eyes to comfortably close. Allowing the body to settle down into the surface beneath you. So we're going to use this relaxation that you can use during the day when you're more in the morning to help you tackle the day with a smile. Allowing my voice to flow and soothe you. Your body in a comfortable and cozy position. Taking a gentle breath in and away. A gentle breath in and away. And once more in and away. So I'm going to count from 1 to 10. And with each number I say, you're allowing this thought to come to your mind. Drawing a picture in your mind of what you want your day ahead to look like. 1. How do you see your day playing out? 2. What do you want to make happen today? 3. Who do you want to connect with today? 4. See your day as productive as you want it to be. 5. See your day as joyful. 6. See your day as fulfilled. 7. See connection to yourself and others. 8. See yourself motivated and accomplishing things. 9. See yourself smiling. And 10. I want you to take this picture that you've created in your mind of this beautiful day in front of you and make it as vivid as possible. Seeing the colors brightly. Visualizing yourself interacting with others in positive ways. Witnessing yourself motivated towards your goals. Allow the day to fully play out in your mind exactly how you desire it to be. What are you doing? What kinds of things do you see? Who are you talking with? Take a deep, refreshing breath to set this image in stone and releasing. Beginning a movement scan to slowly energize your body to get started for this amazing day you've created in your mind. Wiggling your toes and releasing. Wriggling your fingers and releasing. Gently moving your head, whichever way feels best, and releasing. Take a nice deep breath in and letting go. Imagining as you breathe in, breathing in fresh energy, and as you breathe out, releasing and letting go. Breathing in and out. Drawing awareness to the top of the head and allowing the muscles on the top of the head to deeply relax. The back of the head letting go, the sides and the front of the head. Jaw relaxing. Neck relaxes. And the shoulders letting go with each and every exhalation. The arms heavy as that relaxation floats down the arms to the elbows, to the lower arms, to the wrists, to the hands, fingers, and thumbs. Take a gentle breath in and away. Gentle breath in and away. That softness spreading down the torso, down to the hips, the upper leg, knees, and lower legs. Relaxing down to the ankles, down to the feet and toes. As you breathe in, breathing in any remaining tension of the body. And as you breathe out, releasing and letting go. Releasing and letting go. Drawing the awareness to the mind. And allow thoughts to pass by like clouds in a summer sky. Awareness back to the breath. If you find the mind wandering, focusing on the breath in and out. Whole body soft and relaxed. Awareness to that stillness, peaceful feeling within. Surrendering into this moment. Awareness back to the breath, allowing the breath to deepen. And remember again that picture of the day ahead that you created. See yourself smiling and accomplishing things with ease. And you breathe in, breathing that image into your life today. Feeling that fresh, energizing oxygen coming into the body as you breathe in. Seeing your day play out just as you want it to. So I'm going to begin to count, and with each number you begin to feel more and more awake, excited to make your dreams a reality. 1, 2, 3. Seeing the vision of yourself very clearly. 4, 5, 6. Breathing that fresh energy. 7, 8, 9. Moving and stretching your whole body now, waking up the muscles. And 10, gently opening the eyes. Smile to the face. Feeling ready to tackle your day with a smile. And beginning to invite movement of the body. So let's take a moment to come up to sitting. Let's take a moment to become aware of how we're feeling. Maybe close your eyes. And thanks to ourselves for taking time out today. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. Honor the light within you. Namaste.